I struggled for a long time trying to make paid ads work for my business. I read all the books, got courses, coaching, you name it, and I just couldn't get it to work. That's until I discovered the Goodwill funnel. In this video, I will be showing you this secret funnel that I've been using for the last few years to make millions of dollars that nobody else knows about. Let's get right into it. But before I continue, let me show you my results using the Goodwill funnel so you know I'm not full of shit. This is one of the companies that I built from around 2018 to around 2022. This is not my current company, but this is one that I scaled pretty much 100% using the Goodwill funnel. And as you can see, we've done nearly $2 million in net volume. Just with Stripe alone. Obviously there's PayPal and wire transfers. There's probably another 700 grand or so in other revenues. So call it about 2.5 million from my first business ever. And this is when I really discovered the Goodwill funnel and started to scale the hell out of my ads and my agency. Now let's fast forward to my current business. As you can see, we have done over $4 million in net volume with this business, but it's not showing up until this date. I don't really want to talk about the revenue year to date just because of competition and stuff. It's not really something I release because this is a business that I'm still working on to this day. We're doing very, very well. And as you can see that in the last year, we've scaled like crazy. And again, we have other processes, other things going on. Total is about 5 mil, 5.5 mil if you include all the other processors and stuff, plus this year's revenue, which like I said, we're not gonna get into. Now that you've seen the results, let's get into what the Goodwill funnel is and how to actually implement it into your business. There are tons of ways to implement the Goodwill funnel into your business, but by far the best way is using Clickfunnels. There are tons of ways to implement a Goodwill funnel into your business, and by far the best and the easiest way is using Clickfunnels Classic. There's also thousands of different things that you can do and caveats when building your Goodwill funnel to make sure that you're converting in the best way possible. So let's make a deal. Click the link in the description, sign up for a 14-day free trial with Clickfunnels, and I will send you my full Clickfunnels Goodwill funnel course that'll teach you everything that I know about building a Goodwill funnel. And it also comes with all of my templates that I used in my business to actually go out and build these Goodwill funnels. So you can see my screen, my coaching program template, my 50% plus opt-in rate for a digital product opt-in page. And that's no joke. This funnel pretty much always gets a 50% plus opt-in rate. So yeah, I mean, you're paying $2 to $5 per lead on pretty much any platform with that funnel. Legal pages, free coaching calls, opt-ins with VSLs, and basically all the templates that you need to implement the Goodwill funnel correctly are going to be there. So in order to implement the Goodwill funnel correctly, you're going to need Clickfunnels. At least it's what I highly recommend. It's very easy to use. You're going to need it anyways. So go get the free trial, and I will personally email you a link to get my course on how to build a Goodwill funnel for your business. Also, I do have more content planned about the Goodwill funnel, so if you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the description. But obviously, the most valuable things about the Goodwill funnel are really boring, and they're not really going to perform well here on YouTube. So again, if you want the real sauce, it's all going to be in this course, very straight to the point, and all you have to do is get Clickfunnels on the free trial using the link in the description, and I will email you, and it's an affiliate link, so I will see your email once you come through, and I will email you the link to my course, and you can go through, build a Goodwill funnel for your business, and try this out. A Goodwill funnel is a sales funnel that is built with the purpose of building a massive audience that has a lot of goodwill towards you or your brand. Basically, it's an inbound lead strategy where you are leading with value, overwhelming people with, solving their problems, giving them tools, giving them resources, education, whatever you can give them for free. Essentially building goodwill, making them feel like they owe you something, where eventually they reach out to you, and you basically have an inbound lead generation system, and people are essentially just begging you to give you their money. And it looks a little bit something like this. Now I have this lucid chart pulled up, and I don't want to give too much sauce, but I'm going to give all the sauce, okay? I'm not going to hide anything back. This is the same chart that I show, to students, employees, everybody that works for me, pretty much every resource that I have around this. This is the same chart that I use, so I'm not holding anything back. You have your brand, or obviously if you're a personal brand, agency, coaching, whatever, this is just you. And then you have cold marketing, warm marketing. Cold marketing is like, Facebook ads, whatever. Warm marketing is like retargeting, So that's just two different types of funnels. The normal Goodwill funnel, like this is a fully developed Goodwill funnel. So on your cold marketing, you're gonna have kind of like a top of funnel Goodwill, and then you're also gonna have a secondary Goodwill. Don't worry about all the specific stuff yet, but you can kind of put two and two together. So you're basically marketing to people, getting them into your Goodwill funnels where you're gonna collect your email, and then all you're gonna do is, instead of trying to upsell them on like a paid offer, like a paid upsell, like most funnels do, you're only going to be pushing them towards your world. Now, what is your world? So your world is basically everything that you do online and potentially offline, depending on your business. So basically, they're going to come in, see your advertising, opt into your Goodwill funnel, enter your world, and your world is then your TikTok page, retargeting, your YouTube, and obviously everything that goes into these things. So community posts, videos, shorts, comment section, and it's just all of these things. So you're running ads, or it could be organic growth through TikTok or YouTube. You're funneling people into a Goodwill funnel where you're not asking them for money. You're not trying to get them to opt in for a free ebook or a VSL and then get them to buy your coaching or whatever straight off of that. No, that's like what most people do, and that's how I was trying to grow my business. That wasn't working and has honestly never worked that well for me. And a lot of you probably relate to that because it is a hard funnel to crack down. This is much better and almost much more guaranteed to get a return over the long term. I mean, keeping it real, it doesn't take that long to build real goodwill with somebody, because when your people are going into these funnels, they're going to expect to be sold something. So when they're not sold something, they're like, why did this guy just pay for an ad to give me an ebook to then just tell me to go follow his Instagram? This guy might be different. I'm going to actually look into what he does. And that's actually what happens. And it actually doesn't take that long, even though it may seem like, if we're not selling to them on the front end, how are we going to actually convert them and make money out of them? Well, for one, shouldn't really be your goal. Your goal should be to build an audience and build goodwill with the audience. But if you present yourself in this way, people are naturally going to want to work with you. They're going to message you. They're going to tell you their problems, and you're going to hit them with a solution. And it's going to become inbound leads and also promotion leads. So I go more into this later on in the video, but inbound leads is basically exactly what I said. Like if you're doing a video like I'm doing right now, let's say how to do drop shipping, you're going to have people go to your Instagram from your funnel, and then they're going to DM you on Instagram like, yo, I've been drop shipping for this amount of time, I've been struggling, yada, yada, yada. And they're like, okay, cool, answer their questions. Again, lead with value, continue building goodwill with them. And that is now an inbound lead that you can sell to, get them on the phone, do whatever you want with that person. And then meter promotion leads, we don't have to worry too much about that. And there are a lot of nooks and crannies and things that you can do inside of this funnel to really maximize it, get a return sooner so it's not so spread out. But trust me, this goodwill funnel has been incredible with getting a cold, like completely cold audience who has no idea what our business is, who we are, what we do, into actually being excited to give us their money, to get our services, to get our packages, whether it's coaching, agency, done for you services. It works. The Goodwill funnel completely changed my life. It allowed me to actually be profitable with paid ads in an insanely competitive industry, agency, coaching, that kind of industry, very, very competitive with ads, and nobody could compete with me with this funnel. And by the end of it, I was able to build a real audience of people that I had really good goodwill built up with, that ultimately ended up coming to me, acting as inbound leads, to where I could just kind of sit back and just explain my services to people that were pretty much already ready to buy, just based on the goodwill that I had built with them. Rather than forcing somebody through, a super aggressive, super salesy sales funnel, with like an opt-in and an upsell and an upsell and an upsell and an upsell, rather than doing all that bullshit that just honestly leaves people with like a bad taste in their mouth after, working with you for the first time, which is horrible, you can actually build real relationships, get people to actually like you as a brand, as a person, follow you on all your socials, consume all your content, and ultimately reach out to you, more than likely wanting to give you their money so that they can get more. And that's the whole point of the Goodwill funnel. So if you want to start working with me on building a Goodwill funnel for your business, just like I have for mine, like I said, I put together a quick training, a quick video training course thing that you can get if you click the link in the description. Sign up for Clickfunnels using my affiliate link, and I'll take the email that you sign up with and I'll personally email you access to the course. But that's pretty much it for this video. Keep an eye out for more Goodwill funnel content, because I definitely do want to spread the word about this method. Like, it's so good and you can implement it in pretty much any business. So I'm very, very excited to start talking about it more and putting more value out there about the Goodwill funnel. But yeah, guys, till the next one, peace.